Greetings and welcome to Expanding Access to Generational Wealth Through Home Ownership, a home buyer seller's resource experience. My name is Yolanda Durfield and I'm the proud president of Southfield Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Thank you for joining us today for this important educational opportunity. Whether you're preparing to purchase your first home, thinking about selling your current property, rebuilding your financial foundation, or just simply seeking information to make informed decisions, we are excited that you're here. At Southfield Alumni Chapter, we believe that economic empowerment begins with knowledge. Home ownership has long been one of the most powerful pathways to financial stability, wealth creation, and legacy building for individuals and families. Yet, we also recognize that navigating the home buying and selling experience can be so overwhelming. That's why we remain committed to providing education, resources, and access to trusted experts who can transform aspirations into achievable goals. This event reflects our ongoing dedication to strengthening communities through financial education, economic development, and community leadership. We are so proud to partner with organizations that share our vision of expanding opportunities and helping individuals and families build strong financial futures. Through collaboration, we can help remove those barriers, increase your understanding, and open doors to home ownership and generational wealth building opportunities that it's going to create. So I encourage each of you to take full advantage of the information that's being shared during this experience. Ask questions, take notes, and engage with our experts. The knowledge that you gain today may become the foundation for a future investment, a family legacy, or just a realization of a lifelong dream. I would like to extend our sincere appreciation to our Economic Education Steering Committee who helped make this program possible. Thank you to the Torch of Wisdom Foundation Incorporated, the Women's Council of the National Association of Real Estate Brokers, and Fifth Third Bank for your commitment to financial literacy, housing education, and community advancement. Your partnership demonstrates the power of working together to expand access and resources and opportunities that make meaningful differences in the lives of our community. Thank you again for being here and investing in your future. So now let's hear from the experts about buying and selling a home.
Hi, this is Erica Hall with EH Wealth Advisors. First, I'd like to thank Torch of Wisdom Foundation and the Southfield Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated and the Women's Council of Southeastern Michigan for creating this important opportunity to educate and empower our community. Buying a home is one of the biggest financial decisions most people will ever make. While many people focus on finding the perfect house, securing a mortgage, and making it to closing day, there's another important question that often gets overlooked. And that's, how do you protect yourself financially before, during, and after becoming a homeowner? So today, I'd like to share 5 financial strategies that can help you protect your investment and build long-term wealth through home ownership. Tip 1, buying a home that fits your financial plan. It's not just about your approval amount. It needs to fit your financial plan, right? One of the biggest mistakes I see home buyers make is assuming that because a lender approved them for a certain amount, that that's what they should spend. Approval and affordability are not the same thing. Before purchasing a home, take a closer look at your entire financial picture. Your monthly income, your existing debt, your emergency savings, your retirement contributions, your future goals. And remember that your mortgage payment is only one part of home ownership. You will also have property taxes, homeowners insurance, utilities, maintenance costs, repairs, and maybe even homeowners association fees. The goal is not simply to become a homeowner. The goal is to become a homeowner and remain financially stable. A home should support your life, not create financial stress. Tip 2, build an emergency fund before you need it. When you rent, many major repairs are someone else's responsibility. But when you own a home, those responsibilities become yours. The furnace doesn't care that you just moved in. The roof doesn't know you're still unpacking. And the water heater certainly doesn't wait for a convenient time to fail. And that's why I encourage every homeowner to build a dedicated emergency reserve fund. Ideally, homeowners should have 3 to 6 months of living expenses set aside, along with additional savings specifically for home maintenance and unexpected repairs. Having a cash reserve can help you avoid relying on those high interest credit cards when life happens. And trust me, at some point, life will happen. Tip 3, protect your largest asset. For many families, their homes become their largest financial asset. Yet homeowners can fail to adequately protect it. Reviewing your homeowner's insurance annually is a must. Make sure you understand what's covered, what's not covered, your deductible, whether your coverage reflects today's replacement costs, especially if you do updates to your home. But protection doesn't just stop with property insurance. Consider how your family would continue making mortgage payments if something were to happen to the primary income earner. Would your family be financially secure? Or would they be forced to sell the home? Would they have enough resources to maintain their lifestyle? These are important questions, important considerations that every homeowner should consider and should have this conversation. A strong financial plan includes strategies designed both to protect your home and the people who live in it. Tip 4, don't let homeownership stop your wealth building journey. Sometimes homeowners become so focused on purchasing the home that they stop investing in every other area of their financial future. Homeownership can absolutely be a part of your wealth building strategy, but it should not be your only strategy. Continue contributing to those retirement accounts, your employer sponsored plans, investment accounts, education savings plan, whatever you have set up for your financial future, continue those contributions because your home is just one asset. True financial security comes from building multiple sources of wealth. The most successful homeowners understand that their house is the foundation, not the entire financial plan. And tip 5, have a legacy and estate plan. Many people don't realize that purchasing a home creates new legal and financial responsibilities. One question that I often ask clients is, if something were to happen to you tomorrow, what happens to your home? Who inherits it? Who manages it? And who will the ownership transfer to, right? Will your family have clear instructions and understand what your wishes are? Every homeowner should consider having a will, beneficiary reviews, power of attorney, healthcare directives, and overall estate planning strategy is a must. Because owning a home is about more than where you live today. It's about protecting what you've built for the people you love tomorrow. And final thoughts. Homeownership can be a powerful, powerful tool for building stability, wealth, and opportunity. But buying the home is only the beginning. The real goal is creating a financial foundation that allows you to enjoy your home while protecting your future. When you approach homeownership with a financial plan, adequate protection, proper savings, and a long-term wealth strategy, you position yourself and your family for success. So thank you all for allowing me to share these insights with you today. Erica Hall, financial advisor and founder of EH Wealth Advisors. I'd like to let you know that if you'd like additional resources, guidance, or help creating a personalized financial strategy, I'd love to connect with you. Visit us at ehwealthadvisors.com. You can also follow us on all social media platforms. Schedule a complimentary consultation through our website. Thank you for taking the time today, and I wish you much success on your homeownership journey.
Hello, my name is Byron Suggs, and I am a mortgage broker. I have my own mortgage brokerage called Paramount Mortgage Group, located here in Southfield. So I'm here to offer you some of my best practices when it comes to buying any home, especially if you are a first-time home buyer. Buying the first home is always the hardest due to several reasons. Because most times you have less money to put down and just don't have the experience or that much knowledge of the home buying process. So some of my best practices are you want to get pre-approved first. So once you are pre-approved, you want to then decide on how much you would like to pay in your mortgage. So just because you may be pre-approved for $500,000, you may not want that monthly payment that comes along with it. So you have to decide what's comfortable for you. Kind of like buying a car. You may be able to afford a car at $1,500 a month, but you may not want to necessarily have a car that costs $1,500 per month. So once you decide on how much home you like to have and like to spend, then you definitely want to decide on where you would like to live. Everyone's preference is different and it changes throughout life. So you may want a home closer to better schools or closer to your job or closer to your parents. So it just depends. So you want to decide on where you want to live. And then from there, then it's a good time to get a real estate agent involved. And that way they can help navigate and simplify the home buying process for you. So in the midst of the home buying process, you want to decide on where your down payment and closing costs are coming from. So a lot of times on a first home, you may liquidate your 401k. You can also receive a gift from a family member or a loved one. So a gift is when someone agrees to give you money towards your closing costs or down payment. So your mom, father, cousin, or significant other may give you, let's say $5, $10, $20,000 and agree that it's not repayable and put it down towards your house. If you're buying a home from a family member, you have a unique situation where you can use what's called a gift of equity, meaning that they can give you value of the home as down payment. So for instance, let's say you're buying a house from them for $200,000. They may say they will gift you 40 grand and just want a bottom line on 160. So $40,000 can be used towards your down payment and closing costs, and your loan amount will only be $160,000. So there's different ways to structure that type of loan, but it's a great loan, especially for first-time home buyers. Depending on your demographic and your income of where you're moving, you may qualify for down payment assistance. So there's programs throughout the state. They vary throughout the year, and with these programs, usually you can get anywhere from $5,000 to I've seen $50,000. So it just depends on the exact scenario and what's being offered at the time. So these are things you want to look into in terms of when it's time to purchase a home. And I always tell people, I get a question a lot about interest rates. If you can afford the home, it's a good time to buy. Now everyone wants to know, is this a good time to buy? Is this a good time to buy? It's never a good time to rent versus buying if you can afford to buy. So my rule of thumb is simple. If you can afford it, it's a good time to buy because you can always refinance over time, and usually your home is going to appreciate. It rarely ever depreciates unless there's a unforeseen circumstance like a recession or a national pandemic. But usually your home is appreciating. So it's always, in my opinion, always a great time to buy. So with all that said, once you're pre-approved, have your realtor decide on where your down payment and closing costs come from. Then you just go through all of the emotions that come with buying a home. You're going to go through anxiety, questioning yourself, excitement, nervousness, and happens to everyone, especially on the first house. So totally normal. But these are the things you want to take in consideration when buying a home. And those are my best practices. So any more questions, I can be reached directly. My phone number is 313-673-5175, and my email address is bsuggs@mypmgloan.com. So that's BSUGGS at mypmgloan.com. Thank you, and please call me or email me anytime. Thanks.